Welcome back to DevOps with Dami. In today's video, we'll explore variable groups in Azure DevOps pipeline. Variable groups in Azure DevOps provide a centralized way to store and manage variables that you can use across multiple pipelines. Instead of defining the same variables repeatedly in different pipelines, you can maintain them in one place for better consistency and easy management. By the end of this video, you'll understand what variable groups are and why they're essential for pipeline management, how to create and manage variable groups in Azure Pipeline, how to use variable groups and variables in your pipelines. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date on DevOps tutorials like this one. Before we dive into the demo, let's discuss what variable groups are and their benefits in Azure DevOps pipelines. Variable groups are a collection of related variables that you can use across multiple pipelines. This includes environment-specific configuration, connection strings, API keys and tokens, common settings shared across projects. Some of the key benefits of using Azure DevOps variable groups are centralized management. You can maintain variables all in one location. Reusability. You can use same variables across multiple pipelines. Access control. You can also restrict who can view or modify variables. And then integration with Azure Key Vault. So you can link sensitive variables directly from your Azure Key Vault. Although this is completely out of scope of this video, I've covered this topic in one of my previous videos, which can be found down in the description. In this hands-on demo, we'll create a new variable group, add variables to the variable group, reference the variable groups in a pipeline. Let's get started. So guys, I'm currently logged into my Azure DevOps portal. So we're just going to be using one of the already existing project instead of us, having to create another project. So we'll just use this. So for the scope of this tutorial, we're going to be creating an entirely new repo. So let's hit on create new repo. Let's name it variable groups. Hit create button. And then the first thing we're going to do is create a variable group. So we just hover on this pipeline button here, and then we see a drop down list here, and then we click library. So within this library here, let's create a new variable group. Let's click on this button. Let's name it development VG. So VG literally means variable groups. Then we can copy it and then paste it in the description. This is totally up to you. And then let's give it a variable. Let's name the first variable 1. And let's give it value 1. Variable 2, let's give it value 2. And then variable 3, value 3. Let's go ahead and save that. So the next thing we're going to do now is head over to pipelines. Let's go and create a new pipeline for our variable group so we can showcase our variable groups, how the variable groups work. So let's click on new pipeline. So let's click on new pipeline. Select the new repo which we just created. This should be down below. Variable groups. Start a pipeline. All right, so guys, since this is just a very quick and brief test, right? Instead of us writing a pipeline from scratch, we can just leverage this test starter pipeline here. So apparently, what we're just going to be doing now here is add a variable parameter here. And then let's add groups. And then the name of our group is development VG. And then let's head over here into this task. All right, so let's replicate this 3 more times since we have we created earlier 3 variables, right, within the variable group. So we're just gonna create 3 so we can test all 3 variables which we created. This is gonna be variable 2 and this variable 3. Let's save that. Let's hit the run pipeline button. Everything seems all good. Let's click on run. So here we need to grant permission for the variable group we created. All right, so the job started running. Let's hit it and let's see what's going on in the logs. All right, so guys, this is literally our script here. If you recall, we echoed this statement here and then we variabilized this, and this is the value here for the first one, this is the value for the second one, this is the value for the third one. So these values here are actually what we specify, what we declared in the variable earlier. So that's pretty much how you use variables and variable groups within your YAML pipeline. So this brings us to the end of today's video, guys. So far, we have been able to cover how to work with variable groups in Azure DevOps pipeline. We also learned how to create and manage variable groups, declaring the variables within the variable group, and then lastly, how to use the variable groups within the pipeline. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your network. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more DevOps tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.